It's time to talk a little bit more about the NAR settlement. Today, we're talking about where you cannot disclose buyer agent compensation. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Pate from the Pate Realty Group and Brian Pate Seminars in Wake Forest, North Carolina. And today we're talking about how buyer's agents can find out how much they'll get paid by the seller or the listing agent, if any. So for those of you that have been following, you know that the biggest change is that we can no longer market the percentage of payout to the buyer's agent within the MLS. For many years, we were able to look up a listing, find it, and find out what we would be paid, make the appointment, and go show it. There's going to be some extra steps involved at this point, and it's going to be dependent on both the listing agent and the buyer's agent to cooperate. The first thing, though, is let's talk about where this compensation cannot be listed. It can no longer be listed in MLS in any way, shape, or form. The fields for it are being removed from all of the Realtor-owned MLSs no later than August 17th. In addition to that, some agents have talked about superimposing it in a photograph that's on there. You can't use MLS to communicate it at all, so that would be a violation. And many of the MLS systems in our state are charging $1,000 for the first violation, and then $1,000 not only to the agent, but also to the firm for the second violation. And some are saying they'll suspend realtors from the MLS for 12 months if they have the second violation. So it's going to be very important that you don't test the system as a realtor here. Now, the other thing that we have to look at is you're not allowed to use the document manager. So wherever you used to upload your mineral oil and gas rights, your property disclosure forms, your utilities, it cannot be included in there either. So you're not allowed to disclose compensation in the document manager as many systems have it. In addition to that, we also use a service in the Triangle MLS, and other areas of the state use it also. It's called Showing Time. And there are multiple systems that exist like this, but it's the system that we as agents use to schedule showing appointments for our listings. We have some documents that we're allowed to share through Showing Time. When an agent makes an appointment, they automatically receive this document either via email or text. That is not allowed to include the compensation agreement. So it's a significant challenge here for listing agents and buyer's agents to come together. I would suggest that buyer's agents call the listing agent before you set your appointment. Listing agents have that Form 220 that we talked about earlier, have that available to send to the buyer's agents so that you will eliminate any question of what the compensation will be prior to the showing of the home. That's going to be the real key. The bottom line is, folks, please don't try to circumvent the system as a listing agent. Otherwise, you could get in deep trouble. It could cost you a lot of money and potentially cost you your business if you were to get suspended for a year. So be careful out there.